often do you do this in lockdown? I'll just make a cup of tea. The routine of putting the kettle on, making a cup of tea and having a biscuit can give you a sort of calming effect and possibly take you away from some of the stresses you may be experiencing. And how often do you do this? Stop, take a little time, look out your window and notice nature. I'm lucky. I live in a fairly rural location and I've got plenty of wildlife right outside my doorstep. But whatever window you've got, I bet you could notice some kind of nature. Just take a little time. Being connected to nature is what keeps me happy. Remember that kettle? It had a power cable that plugged in to the mains. It gave it its energy in order to function. Watching the birds and feeding the birds is a bit like that for me. I'll come and show you what I mean. I have bird feeders everywhere. There's one here, right outside my front door. This feeding platform's halfway up my garden. You can watch this on my live stream. Of course, I have a bird table. And here's 4 more. They're everywhere. And here from this window feeder. Hello, blue tip. I even watch the birds from my desk. This little blue tit is feeding literally 1 metre away from me. Oh, robin as well. This daily contact with nature and noticing it, such as the birds visiting, or anything in fact to do with nature. It could be a simple leaf or a frosty morning. All of those things can make you feel better. But for me, it's definitely the birds. Bird feeding doesn't need to be complicated. You could just put a little dish with a few scraps out and a bowl of water and watch them from your kitchen window. Or you could get like me and have bird feeders everywhere. It's a bit addictive, but whatever you do, the birds will just bring you so much pleasure. Watching your own birds is obviously best, but you may not be able to do that. In which case, you can watch mine, or in fact, you can watch cameras from all over the world on all sorts of things. These cameras live stream on my website, so at any point you can log on and see what's visiting. And apparently even watching film of wildlife has the same kind of effect. I don't think it's quite as good as seeing it with your own eyes, but it's a close second best. Bird watching is brill. So next time you make a cuppa, why don't you take it outside? Why not cable into that amazing energy and that feel-good factor that watching the birds can give you? I guarantee you'll get hooked. Bye for now.